Everybody, what's up? It's Jay LaBougie. If you've never been to my channel, I am a trans beauty and lifestyles vlogger. Let's get started. Camera cut off, my SD card got full, so I had to switch it over. I don't remember where I was at, but basically to recap, trans black people have been marginalized, especially trans black women, to a point that we are the lowest on the totem pole, and that people in our own community don't want to see us. They don't want to see us alive. They don't want to see us in the community. They don't want to see us as part. What needs to happen is that we need to start embracing each other. We need to start loving each other. We need to start caring for each other as a community, as one, as a whole. We are all fighting for the same things, for justice, equality, rights. But at the end of the day, when these Black Lives Matter movements are happening, and when these Me Too movements, all these things are happening, LGBT people show up to the front line. Trans people show up to the front line for our community. We show up and do what we have to do. We show up, we show out, we try to help, we do what we can. But when it's a LGBT matter or it's a trans matter, it's crickets. And at the end of the day, trans lives matter. Black trans lives matter. Like how I said, 15 trans people have been noted by the media of being murdered, brutally murdered. Many of those African American, usually at the hands of other African Americans. Iana Dior, the video circulated everywhere. Yes, I know the story. There was a lot going on. There was a car crash. There was an argument. But does that warrant transphobic slurs and being beaten like that in the midst of a Black Lives Matter movement? No. It doesn't. I'm sorry, it doesn't. It could have been handled a completely different way. I mean, there was just a trans woman found in a suitcase with her legs cut off. All these black trans women, at the end of the day, black trans lives matter. We cannot just keep pushing these people, me, my people, to the bottom, saying that we don't matter, but then you want us to turn around and show up and show out at the protest. And we want to show up, we want to show out, we want to scream loud and proud, but like I said, we have to be so worried that if I show up, I have to then watch my back. Because I don't know if my fellow black brother or sister is mad just by my mere existence. And they're going to attack me in drones and groups. We have to do better as a community. We have to be more inclusive. To my LGBT, we also have to do better. Because oftentimes the trans community is still ostracized in the LGBT. The black trans community is ostracized in the LGBT at that. We are still pushed to the bottom, and we have to do better. It's not that we're complaining. It's not that we're crying. It's that we're taking a stand and saying, we've been screaming this for years. We've been asking for this help for years. We've been telling you. We've been showing you what they're doing to us. Now is your turn to tell us what you're going to do, to show us how you're going to help. Because at the end of the day, black trans lives matter. We are human beings. We are people. We deserve our health care. We deserve jobs. We deserve equality. We deserve rights. We deserve to not have to go through life with people busting out in laughter just because we're in the room, or with people feeling like they can do whatever to us because of our mere existence of being trans. And if we do anything back, it's because we're crazy and because of the hormones, when that's absolutely not the case. That's complete bullshit. It's because we're humans, and eventually we react. Just last year, over 20 trans people of color were murdered in 2019. That was 6 months ago. Not to mention the ones who we don't know about because they just weren't reported or they were misgendered. And majority of them were murdered at the hands of other minority people. It is time that we take a stance. It is time. I'm calling on my fellow LGBT people, my fellow trans community. I've already seen it. I've already seen people doing what they need to do. Here where I live, we had an LGBT protest. that was very peaceful, and it was a Black Lives Matter LGBT protest, including Black Trans Lives Matter. We need to start saying all of the names. We need to start including everyone. We need to start caring about everyone. We need to do better as a society. And not just everyone on the outward side, us as trans people too. We need to educate more people. We need to be working harder to do that. And that's why with my platform, I want to go forward and I want to bring this back. Because for so long I stopped talking about certain trans things on my channel. And that's a whole nother video. I can talk about that later. But yeah, there's a reason why I kind of stopped talking about a lot of transgender things and things like that on my channel. It had to do with other people trying to blackmail me. But, and I mean in real life. But, yeah. We need to do better. If we have a platform, anybody out there that has a platform, I don't care if you have 3 people that follow you. If you're LGBT, we need to be using our platforms. We need to be hashtagging Trans Lives Matter. Hashtagging Black Trans Lives Matter. Period, point blank. Period, point blank. Black Trans Lives Matter. Trans Lives Matter. Don't get it twisted. Black Lives Matter. But for me on my platform, I have to stand 10 toes down in my community and do what I can do. And since I have this platform, I'm going to do what I can do. And I will spread awareness and I will keep trying. I have done a disservice and I'm not going to anymore. So, with that being said, hopefully this video wasn't too all over the place. Hopefully I made myself clear that I'm here. I'm here to speak up for my community again. I will not be silenced anymore. And yeah. With that being said, thank you guys so much for watching this video. If you guys agree or disagree, please do not leave rude comments down there. If anybody comments, please don't leave anything rude. Just don't, because I will block the comment. And yeah, with that being said, I just hope that we can all do better. We can all learn better. And Black Lives Matter, Black Trans Lives Matter, Trans Lives Matter. And I will talk to you guys in my next video. Bye guys.